Hi, this is John Bleiler, Editorial Director for IP Systems and IoT Embedded Systems. Again, I have the pleasure of speaking with Cristian from AMIQ. Hi, Cristian.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I noticed that you've just announced a copy-paste detection technology. So what is that about?
We introduced this copy-paste detection capabilities in Verissimo, our test bench linter. It's something that we had in mind for some time, both because it's something very useful, especially when you accumulate large amounts of code, but also because it's fun to see how much copy-paste you have in code. So it's already done in the software world. There are all sorts of tools that do that. And we said, okay, why not trying it in the design and verification world? And copy-paste is an interesting topic by itself.
Is it a good or a bad thing?
In order to see, if it's good or bad, we'll first probably need to understand how come or we use copy-paste. Copy-paste, I would say that it's maybe not that it's a fundamental pattern, that software engineers use, but in general, engineers, when they want to build something new or to solve a problem, they usually start from something that is working or more or less doing what they need, and they take it and they adapt it, they enhance it, or they break it to make it work for something else. So copy-pasting is a mean to start something or or to continue to enhance something. So you kind of start taking something that works, copying it. In software, it's very easy to do this copy-paste, to multiply and tweak. And also it may happen that you don't know that something is available in the software. Let's say you work in a big company and maybe some things were developed in parallel by some other guys, but you don't know that they are there. And you develop it again, and all of a sudden there is a code duplication in the overall code base. And also juniors in particular, they use copy-paste because they don't have either the skills or the experience to start something new from scratch, so they pick existing solutions. Now, this means that in time you accumulate duplicate code. Now, the fact that you use copy-paste as a mean to solve problems is not bad, right? Because you take something that works and you don't have to start from scratch, so you save time, you tweak it, and you end up having a solution. And after all, engineering, it's all about making things work. It's not about maybe finding the best, dense, ideal solution. Then, you can refine that.
We are talking about software programmers with their desire for elegant solutions, but okay, go ahead.
Yes, but today you have a lot of pressure, time pressure from all sorts of, and many times you don't have enough resources to get the best solution. You need to get a solution at least until the, the market time frame or whatever, time to market, everybody, we need to be fast, otherwise others will. So, elegancy probably is not on the top priority list. Making it work, it's the top thing. So in this sense, copy-paste is a practice that is unavoidable. Yeah? Now the bad thing is that as time goes by and as you have more and more code, you accumulate duplicates. And if, for example, you have a mistake that you have to fix, you have to go in several places to fix it. Because let's say you detected an issue that you didn't think about it initially, and now it has implications on your, let's say, the original, if there is such a thing as the original code. It's an interesting question by itself, what's the original in this copy-paste world. So fixing is problematic, or enhancing, let's say, like if you want to enhance some algorithm or some functionality, and you have to remember that you have duplicates. Many times when you duplicate code, it can be that you don't understand what the code was doing in the first place. You imagine that you understand what it is doing and you copy-paste it and you tweak it a bit, but maybe it's not, as you didn't understand very well the intention, you miss some points and you actually insert a bug without even knowing it. You don't know all the assumptions, all the implications. And in this sense, it's bad. And as the code base grows and grows and grows, you have what is typically called in the software world, you accumulate technical debt. So technical debt is something that grows over time with the code, and you have copy-paste technical debt in there.
Technical depth?
Technical debt is something that it's like cleaning up your code. Yeah, we never have time to clean up the code. It's like we say we'll do it later. Now we fix this, we must do this release, we must go on with this chip version, and we'll have time. Now if you go to your manager and say, look, I would like some time to clean up my code, to arrange my stuff, he will say, I don't approve. Yeah, who approves time for cleanup? Honestly, I mean, they all talk about it, but I never saw it happening. And we know it. We also are software developers, even if we develop EDA, and we go through the same trouble. And I know how hard it is for a team leader to approve a time frame where we do cleanup. And this is what is called debt. A technical debt actually is called, and you accumulate it. It's like something that the interest keeps accumulating because you add more and more. And this means that it can lead to escalating maintenance costs because you don't clean it up now, you duplicate, and you can end up having, huge monolithic or less monolithic piles of code that nobody knows where it starts, where it ends, how much is duplicated, if it can be condensed, if it can be redesigned, and so on. And it may blow in your face when you least expect it, yes? Which usually it does. Like when in the last minute you realize that you should have been smarter, but it's too late.
So the debt comes due, so to speak, right?
Yes, it's unavoidable. It's like entropy, if you want. Entropy, okay. Yeah, there is a software entropy, which is another thing. It's not related to copy-paste, but it's similar in its effect. It keeps accumulating, and then many times you end up saying, okay, it's better to start it from scratch, although, many faint when they think about it. Yeah. So this is the bad side. So the good side is that it's a vehicle or it's a fundamental way of getting things done and advancing in a, let's say, efficient way from a result-oriented perspective. But the bad thing is that you accumulate this technical debt and that you have maintenance nightmares. Remembering that things are duplicate, or you have hidden bugs that you didn't imagine in the first place, or sometimes you end up having code that is not clear because it was copied pasted from a different context and adapted here, but maybe the guy didn't even bother renaming variables or changing something, so he just put it in there, and in the whole new picture it looks like, okay, and what's this? Oh, it was a copy-paste from something else, and it's not really from the same story, but it serves the purpose. And if you are debugging or have to fix something there, you are...
And now to part two of our interview, where it looks good? Okay. That's right. Oh, the branding. Sorry. I don't always use pens, but when I do, I use AMIQ pens.
It's for copy-paste.
It's for a copy.
That's when you copy-paste.
I can't copy-paste. It sends a small jolt of